Deze heel fijn van mijn ondersteuning. Ja, wat ik zin heb, wat ik antwoord, ja.
And they will be here. Right, so the Dutch is supposed to come back here to the office.
Namaste, ladies and gentlemen. I let's get settled in our seats before we open the casket. I'm Pandit Anil. As is customary, that viewing will take place as soon as the Antyesti Puja is done. It will take about 10 minutes. I want you to bear with us. And then after we'll open the casket and request family members, friends, relatives to view the last remaining born on the 15th of August 1931, came to a peaceful rest on the 28th of November. We wish the members of the Bhajan group, the Pandit and the Vedic family, we pass on our humblest and condolences to the Vedic family and make our task today be a professional and dignified one. So please bear with us as we go through this process. We shall take about 10 minutes just to do the Pindadana, and then we shall open the casket for viewing. I do know members of the family, immediate members, has already paid some tribute to open this casket in the next 10 minutes for you. So allow me and Yajman to perform the rites that's required, and from there we will move on. I thank you. Ramnarain will render soul-searching bhajans as we perform the puja, and I promise to join you in attendance. Thank you. As you go through, pay your respects to our late Ramnarain Dayaram, and then you may walk through and greet the family members who are seated here in front of you, and then take your seats. We expect quite a lot of people to come in, and let us do it as briskly, with dignity and professionalism. Do not wander too much and break the flow of people coming down the casket itself. Thank you.
Very good.
नहीं So can you just give Panditji your attention, please? We'll ask you for your silence in advance, please. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We shall now commence some formalities, and I've got next to me Pastor Sam McKennigan, who knows the family very well, and who has been with this community, with the family for quite a long time. She will pay tribute to our late Ramnarain Dayaram, and thereafter I'll request other members of the family who has been allocated to pay a tribute to please come over to the front, and then we'll call all the speakers. Understandably, that at about 12:15 we need to terminate and go to the empty chamber for the last rites. Over to you, Sam. Typically pause after the pretty lady with the pink sari. After that, we will continue with the formalities, and then we will start again. Thank you.
Have your attention. Our deepest condolences to the family. The last time I saw Mr. Ramnarain, we used to call him Baya, was on Wednesday. I put my arm around him and he asked for prayers. And then I said a prayer, and then he lifted his two hands up to the sky, and he put his hands together as he blessed me, and that was just last Wednesday. On my encounter with him, he'd always do this. He'd take his hands and he would take my two cheeks and he would press it, because I think he couldn't handle the fat on my cheeks. He always used to say, "And what is this?" Maybe all his daughters, their cheeks were skinny, so mine was a little bit chubby. He always used to pinch my cheek. But we grew up in this family, then we all grew up where strangers became friends and friends became family. They say in this life, the race is not to the swift and the battle is not to the strong. And food does not come to the wise or well to the brilliant, but a time and chance is given to us all. Mr. Ramnarain took the chance, every chance he had in this life, and he maximized it. He was a man of potential. When you stood and had a conversation with him, he was absolutely productive. You give him a rod, he'll give you the biggest fish. You give him seed, he will give you a harvest. He was a man that was blessed. And you see it through his lineage on his children and their children. So in my eyes, this was a gigantic man. A man of stature, a man of strength, a man of excellence. They say the meaning of Ubuntu is, I am because you are. Now, Mr. Ramnarain's family family is like my family, but his daughter Mala is my best friend. And the sum total of who he is, we have become. Because his excellence, it watered down to all of us. So if you spend time with him, you will understand what a gigantic man he was. So when I spend time with this family, especially the girls over the past few years, I've seen how they have taken care of their father. Their father was like a gem and a precious jewel. Last year when they greeted him for his birthday, all of them went down on their feet. They went down and touched his feet to get his blessing. I think the greatest thing for a father and a mother to do is to bestow a blessing upon a child. And Mr. Ramnarain was taken care of. For what I've seen, Mala, Lavi, Ash and Sona, whenever they would video call him, have a birthday, they would call me and then we would greet each other. So I thank God that I've learned love through this family. They say love is patient and love is kind. Love bears all things and believes all things. And I want to just thank God for Dharmesh and Mala and for their love and sincerity on how they loved Mr. Ramnarain unconditionally in the way they served him and took care of him. They say in this life, it's not what you bought, but what you built. It's not what you got, but what you gave. It's not how successful you are, but how significant you leave a mark on this life that cannot be erased. Mr. Ramnarain loved, and he was loved in return. I think love helped him to this good old age. So I thank God for knowing him. It is because of him I met my best friend. It is because of him I got to know a beautiful family. I thank God for his life. I pray today that even as he rests in peace, that his memories will linger on like beautiful and sweet perfume. God rest his soul. Thank you.
Thank you, Sandra. I'll request the viewing to continue. Let's do it very silently to call once several other speakers to come. We offer some time here, so please bear with us. Thank you. I am asked to call Sarisha to the podium. Sarisha, I believe that you have a poem written for a great legend, and she is going to recite it. Sarisha.
As we came into tears, the tears fall because our hearts remember. As we say goodbye, we recall all the joy and laughter, the smiles and tears we shared through the years. As we say our final farewell, we honor you for all your hard work and integrity you brought to everything you ever did. As we wipe away the tears from our eyes, we give thanks to the man we all knew and loved, an incredible man who will continue to live in a special place in all our hearts. Goodbye, dear Aja. We will miss you, love you forever on. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarika. I ask Maya to come to the podium to also pay tribute, and then she will coordinate the grandchildren thereafter.
Namaste to everybody. I'm Mala, not Maya. Thank you, Sandra, Dr. Sandra. Give me a second, I'm just trying to get myself together. feel great sadness to bid farewell to my daddy, Mr. Ramnarain Dayaram, who was born on 15th August 1931 and was called to rest on the 28th of November. His sudden death at the age of 93 was a total shock to us. My dad was not even sick. He was just having his dinner. He called out my name once, Mala, and I rushed to him. He looked at me, and within a second, his eyes closed and his body went lame, and he passed on in my husband's arms. I don't know, but I think that was a peaceful death with no suffering. I thank God for that, because my daddy hated to be in the hospital and going to doctors. He would say that they will only find problems in you and make you more sick. Well, I guess he was entitled to his opinion. Mr. Ramnarain lived a full and meaningful life, touching the hearts of everyone he met. A loving father, grandfather, and great-grandfather. My dad was a true jack of all trades and master of some. He had a remarkable career as the head motor mechanic at Hewlett's Sugar Mill, where he won numerous awards for his exceptional skills as the best mechanic. His dedication, expertise, and passion for his work earned him great respect and admiration. Beyond his professional accomplishments, my daddy had a deep love for the ocean and the thrill of sea fishing. He spent countless hours reading in stories and memories that will be cherished by his family and friends. And also, sometimes, this size fish would be this size. But most of all, Daddy was a devoted father of 8 children who gave the greatest gift of all, his love, guidance, and unwavering support. My dad leaves behind his 2 sons, 5 daughters, 2 daughter-in-laws, 4 sons-in-laws, 16 grandchildren, 7 great-grandchildren, his 2 younger brothers, and his 4 younger sisters. I really loved my dad with all my heart. He became my priority. I vowed to honor my father and give him the best he deserved. His face would light up with joy whenever I walked into the room, and he affectionately called me darling. Mr. Ramnarain was fortunate to have a loving and supportive family who cared for him deeply. His family and friends will remember him for his kindness, wisdom, and sense of humor. His daughter, Lavi, was a constant source of support and comfort, always here to lend a helping hand and to annoy and agitate him for no good reason. Okay, I see she's busy crying, she can't even hear this. Vilosh, a dear friend, was like a daughter to my dad. She loved and cared for him very much. And she brought him immense joy. Ash and Swana were always very supportive, providing love, care, and companionship during his life. A great thank you to my helpers, Catherine, Luxon, Martha, who were like family to my daddy. Thank you all for continuous love and support. Your Nana, thank you guys. A special thank you goes to my wonderful husband. Thank you, Dharmesh. Thank you for everything that you've done. Thank you for accommodating Daddy for 21 years. To his grandsons, the Rasgulas, where are you guys? There was never a dull moment with you guys. And Nana, you always kept him busy, you laughed loud. You guys were just too much. Mr. Ramnarain's legacy will live on through his countless lives he touched. His family and friends will be remembered for his kindness, wisdom, humility, and sense of humor. He truly was a true legend. My precious daddy, thank you. Thank you so much, Daddy. I love you, Daddy. Thank you, Daddy, for making me feel special. Thank you, Daddy, for making me feel special and to have the experience of being a daddy's girl. I cried today because I'm going to really miss you. Rest easy, Daddy. Until we meet again, Dad. Goodbye, Daddy. And I love you. Could I please have the grandchildren to come and share a few moments of your memories with Nana and Aja? Whoever wants to come, please come through now, because they say we're going to be limited with time. So come, boys. Mark, come, Mark. Come, everybody. We have limited time. Come, Ashi. It's going to be quick. And after that, Farah, you can come when the boys are finished. Then you can come.
Good afternoon, family and friends. Keep it short and sweet. Thank you all for coming. I had the privilege of living with Nana by myself for almost 4 years, from 2019 to just about 2023. And it was an absolute joy, what a privilege. I did grow up with Nana, being around all the time, but in my young adulthood into adulthood, he was there and it was constant, and it was just a blessing. I don't have a memory to give because there's so many memories, and it's an emotional day for absolutely everyone here. He's touched the hearts of everyone sitting in this hall and many that aren't here. And he was a phenomenal, humorous, joyful man, full of laughter, full of smiles, and good humor. Nana had a brilliant sense of humor, and he's kept us on our toes as kids to teenagers to cousins that are parents, so great-granddad. Like I said, I don't have a particular memory to share, but Nana, I'm gonna miss you. We love you, and rest easy. That's it.
Namaste everybody, I am Shakir. So I have a memory to share, well, two memories that I have with Nana when I was much younger. And this happened at Lavimasi's old house. And we were still kids, and Nanima was still alive, and she had made mini rice and tomato chutney, and we were having lunch. And then Nana and I finished eating at the same time. So Nana was very naughty. So he would always play tricks with us as well. And I had finished eating, and Nana had finished eating as well. And he's like, okay, come Beto, I'll show you what to do. So the chutney, the tomato peels that was in the chutney, I left it to the side of my bowl. And he says to me, okay, Beto, you must open the water slowly, then you wash your hand here in this bowl. And then you mix that water and you must drink that water. So Nana got me good on that day. Another memory that I have is when, also at Nanimasi's house when we were kids, and the ice cream truck used to come past. Nanima would want to buy ice creams for us. And Nana would tell her, no, don't buy the ice cream for them. Why you buy the ice cream? I don't know what was his reason. Maybe it was unhealthy or I don't know. But Nanima would not listen because Kyle, Zaid, Shazad, and myself, we were quite persistent on wanting that ice cream too, and Nani was also wanting it. So anyway, Nanima would go to buy, and as she's walking to the gate to go buy, Nana would be trying to stop us and tell us, don't eat that ice cream, it's not good for you. You know that sauce is not sauce, it's blood, and then the cherries are eyes. You'll tell us all those kind of things, but we weren't interested. We were just wanting the ice cream. And yeah, those are just some of the good, awesome memories that we have with Nana. There's endless amounts, like Ashik said, there's too many to talk about. And we are going to miss him, and we love him, but we know that he'll always be there to guide us and to bless us. Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste, everybody. Thank you all for being here. We've been speaking about this for years. The family used to always mention, Nana's getting old. And I never ever thought that it would actually come to this day. I'm still very much accepted because Nana was always strong, Nana was always healthy. He always used to do things for himself. And it's just hard to picture anything without Nana going forward, Nana was really the light of the family. And one of the memories that are all close to me now is that it's been a very difficult year so far for me personally. And for example, I just didn't want to celebrate my birthday this year. I was adamant. I just wanted to be alone, lock myself away. And Mom and Balosh, thank you for forcing me to come. Because I honestly didn't expect them to be bringing my Nana. And once I saw my Nana there too, my heart just lit up. I was so happy. We're gonna miss you, Nana. May you rest in peace. Until we meet you.
Hello everyone. I want to say my favorite memory with Nana, it actually happened last year when I came to visit. So whenever I would come watch the TV at night or by myself, Nana would always come past during the night, even if it was like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. He would always come through and sit with me, even though it was late. He still come sit with me, make sure I'm not alone, and then also during the day, at the time I thought it was a very boring show because it was just a lady building stuff on the TV. But Nana, I really enjoyed watching that stuff, so it was really enjoyable for me to watch it with him. Now I'll never get to watch it again with him. Thank you.
Namaste everybody, my name is Henrique Barcelos and I am Nana's grandson. And Nana, I just want to say that it's an honor to have you as my grandfather. You have taught me so much, and I think the most important thing that you have taught me is that wisdom doesn't come with age. It comes with the individual that you are. And my Nana was able to communicate and speak to anyone of any age, no matter what, and able to engage with them. So I really lost a lot these past 2 years. After my dad passed, I thought my life was over. And then it's really difficult, but there's always a light at the end of the tunnel, and my Nana showed me that no matter how dark your circumstance can get, you gotta hold on so tight to that light that you have, and it will take you right through all the difficulty, all the pain, all the hurt. And losing my baby brother this year has broken me. And now even more with my Nana gone, I feel like everyone I truly loved and and that loved me equally has gone. I have my mom. Mom, I'm so honored to have you as my mom. And you have shown great strength. And I can always see a reflection of Nana and Nani through that. So Nana, I just want to thank you and honor you. I'm so honored and so proud. And I'm not just saying because you're gone. Whenever people would ask me, how's your Nana? I would always smile and talk with utmost happiness. And Nana, I just want to thank you for that. And you fly high with Nani and our angels and look after us as you always did. I love you, Nana. Take care.
Namaste everyone. Wow. So, be a few seconds. Every time I think about my Nana, my Aja, every time I think about my Aja, it's just such a loving, caring, warm soul, and we will definitely love and miss him. And one thing I always remember about him are his fishing stories. One time we went to see him, the fish was the size of my palm. The next time it was the size of his hand. The next time it was the size of his body. So I will always cherish those memories, the phone calls for his birthday that I last had with him. And Aja, I will always love and miss you forever. And I always get told by my parents that I got my Aja nose every time and the hairline. So I'm always proud to have that. Aja, I love you 3000, and you just gained another guardian angel. So we love you, Aja.
Namaste everybody. It just shows when I look at Aja how much my Aja was loved. He was a man of stature, he was a man of integrity, and loads of love. He could make his worst enemy become his best friend. My Aja had the most mischievous granddaughter. Being the eldest, I had the sweetest face, and I was a real tomboy. The very first time that I climbed a tree was without permission by my Aja. So I love mangoes, I'm very allergic to it. So I climbed the highest of branch, and then I realized I was scared of heights. So the only person that I could scream for was my Aja, and he directed me how to get down from the tree. We had amazing memories. I don't think kids today grow up the way we did. Free-spirited, picking up eggs, and the most funniest memory for me was us getting up, and we always would want to go to catch the hens and chase them out of the kitchen coop. Pigeon coop, chicken coop, and we used to get these eggs. So that day, I beat my Aja, and then I decided that I'm going to hide these eggs, and I forgot that I put one in my pocket. And we used to sit outside and have tea. So I know I picked up 5 eggs. I gave my Aja 4, and guess what? When he gave me the tea and I decided to sit, I had eggs all over my butt. And that's the memories I have with my Aja, and we really could miss you, Aja. You were an amazing man, and let's hope we all could make in our lives a quarter bit of a person that you are. Love you, and we're going to miss you dearly.
Hi everybody. I had the honor and the privilege of being one of Nana's oldest, and definitely Nana's favorite grandson. Yeah. I had the honor and the privilege of staying with Nana for most of my life, childhood, adulthood, and parenthood, since I had 2 babies, and the honor of sharing my 2 babies with Nana, but I've got stories of Nana that I can't tell everybody from start to finish, because then we might get hungry and I don't want to shed too many tears here. But Nana was an amazing individual, an amazing man, an amazing grandfather, amazing father, amazing great-grandfather. And he will truly be missed by all his children, all his family, all his grandchildren. Stories of Nana, I got the privilege and the unfortunateness of sitting with Nana for 2 hours having dinner and listening to all his stories, whether it be fishing stories, work stories, mechanic stories, fixing stories. I would just sit there and listen to Nana for hours on edge. And that is one thing I will truly miss of my grandfather. His grandkids, they will miss him too. But we know he's in a better place, and and truly he will be missed. Whether his fish were this big, or that big, or that big, whether it be the same story 3 times, 10 times, his fish always grew. And that's Nana's spirit. Nana was a grown man. He grew everybody in each story and in each message that Nana shared. And he will always be missed. I'll miss my dinners with Nana. I'll miss my lunches with Nana. He will be missed. Thank you guys for listening.
It's a very sad but also a very joyous time to come today to celebrate the life of Nana. Sad because we are losing an amazing, absolutely amazing man. And joyous as well because he gets to be with my Nani, the love of his life. So I've been asked to say a few words on behalf of the children, grandchildren that are full of emotions today, and to those that couldn't be here. I know my brother fairly and my cousin Shayna, who are abroad and would have also loved to be here. It's also been a very difficult journey being for Mom and I to make the time to come here. We had to travel 6 different cities, 48 hours, but through the spirit of Nana and wanting us to be here today, we are here today. I feel absolutely privileged to be a granddaughter of Nana. I was very close to my grandfather. When my dad died, when I was young, Nana stepped up and took that role and blessed me with the love of a father. My Nani and Nana raised me when I was young, and I was like a child to them. I grew up with my aunties and uncles. My favorite memory of all of us together was being when they were going to school and work, and we'd all be in the kitchen and outside looking in, that precious moment of the joy that everyone felt at that time. They gave love so generously to all their children, and I was so privileged to be part of that and witness that. My favorite, I have so many favorite memories of Nana, and fortunately I've been blessed to have a chat with him last week and share some of that with him without even knowing that that was going to be the last time I was going to speak to him. Nana had names in his yearbooks for every single one of his grandchildren and children. We have a special name that we know by, and he never forgets them, and that's his special bond with each of us. He knows every single thing about every single one of us. He made us all feel so unique and so special, and like already my aunties have shared, he has a lot of children and a lot of grandchildren and great-grandchildren. But yet he made it the time to know each one individually and have a special memory with them. Nana and Nani loved each other and loved each of their children equally and their grandchildren. It is so special and such a privilege that we have had to know Nani and Nana. They were parents before even having children. I was sharing a memory with his brother Chetan Kaka earlier on and said how special my Nani was to him and how special Nana was to him. They were parents to their siblings, and each of them can testify today that they held a very special bond of memory with them. At the age of 93, as Nana would say, going into my 94th year, it's purely, you get this pure joy and wisdom and it's such pure innocence, and we have been so blessed to experience that with him in his final years. When you think, I know Nani and Nana always respected every culture, so despite whatever religion and culture they are, they're so accepting. So we're from a Christian faith, and I'd like to associate the qualities of Christ-like. And Nana had so much of those Christ-like qualities. He didn't care if you were rich or poor, if you were sick or healthy. He will sit with you, he'll give you the time, he'll put the effort with you, and you meant a lot to him. He was Christ-like in every way. On behalf of my mum, my mausies and my mamas, we'd like to thank Nana for the qualities that both him and Nani instilled in them, and now it's passed on to each of the grandchildren. We see a little of each of them in all of us. The wisdom of being a leader in the family has always been there, and I was sharing a memory with our aunties earlier on. Don't know how, but he always gave a rich life for everyone. Doesn't matter, he had 13 children. I don't know what magic they were doing, but we were all very, very spoiled. Although there's a loss of a great person today, being Nana, I'd like to thank Nani for sparing him and sharing him with all these years for his family to spend that extra time. She has waited a long time to rejoin him in the eternities. And say farewell, and we love you.
Thank you for all the tributes paid to our dear Ramnarain Dayaram. Indeed, he has been a legend, and the legend will continue by you taking the baton from his wisdom and allowing the baton to be given to all the persons, siblings, relatives and friends. Indeed, wisdom is the greatest from an elderly person, 93 years old. We want you to take this particular baton, use the positivity of what Nana, Aja, Dad had. And I think it's important that we should continue this legacy of this giant of us. I would call upon the person who was instrumental in putting everything together right from the day of learning of the death of her dad. Sona has been a pillar of strength, and so was other sisters, Shalane and others. And I think when they came over to my place to engage in doing the last rituals, it was quite a challenging one. We spent about 2.5 hours together just to program and to facilitate. But still too, it's a challenge. Today is quite a challenge for all of us. And I think it's important that we all should acknowledge our Nana, our Aja, our uncle, our relative, and also our dad, 5 girls and 2 boys. And I think it's befitting that we pay tribute to dear dad And while I ask Sora to come forward, I want the DJ just to play I Love You Daddy. Come, Sora.
My dad has been the hero, not just to his children, to his wife, to his great-grandchildren, grandchildren, sisters, brothers. He's been a hero to every single person that's actually here. If he was not a hero to every person, they wouldn't have been here today to honor him and to say goodbye to this magnificent person. So I want to say thank you everybody for coming through. We really appreciate it. I want to say thank you to my sisters, to my brothers, my entire family, grandkids, everybody who spent time with me. I want to give special thanks to Mala and Ramesh for having taken care of Daddy for so many years since Mommy left us. We were also broken when my mother left us, but Daddy filled that gap for both Mom and Dad for us. And his mother and father for his sisters and for his brothers. I was listening to the two kakas chatting, they're like, oh, this man's at peace now. What's going to happen to us now? So you see, they looked up to my daddy all the time and so did us all. I was looking down there where my daddy is now. I can see my siblings there. And my father would be so proud right now. Daddy would be really, really proud to see all of us together. So would my mom. They both are now rejoicing when we all are together. And I'm just going to say again, once again, thank you to everybody. We really appreciate it. This legend has brought all of us here today to spend one last moment with him. And I really love that everybody would honor him, honor my dad, by at least joining us for a meal later on at the hall, further down, I forget the name, the leader something, but anyway. We all will have lunch there after the last rites are performed here, and we'll wait for the ashes, the immediate families. But everybody else would like to meet there, and then we can all maybe just share memories and some time together. And please do partake of the meals that we have prepared in his honor. And I want to say thank you once again. And Daddy, you'll always be the backbone of this family, with Mommy along your side. Spiritually, you'll be with us always. And I love you always, Dad. And you are our superhero, and you are our strength. It's at the Dravida Hall at 2 o'clock. Yes, 2 o'clock. So let's all meet you later on after we bid farewell together. Love you, Dad.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now come to a part whereby prayer will lead on to the Shanti part, and thereafter we will adjourn to the antechamber, wherein the last rites will be performed. For those of you who have not viewed the body as yet, you may come through and view the body. To set the tone, I will ask our lovely bhajan group to Dharam to perhaps engage with Kunjarere Manchi, which will set the tone of us doing a prayer for our dear loved one, and thereafter I am going to do a few slokas from the Bhagavad Gita and explanation, which will bring us to about 10 past 12, and thereafter we prepare for moving into the antechamber for the last rites. I thank you. Ajita.
So please join me in the
Panchi
I had the privilege of connecting with this 93-year-old legend. And he asked me to look at a certain verse from the Gitanjali by Ramnarain Dayaram. And I wish to perhaps recite this small verse where he would have said, "At this time of my parting, wish me good luck, my friends, relatives, grandchildren, children, and others. The sky is flushed with the dawn and my path lies beautiful. Ask not what I have with me to take there. I start on my journey on the 28th of November with empty hands and expectant heart. I shall put on my garland. Mine is not the red-brown dress of the traveler, and though there are many dangers on the way, I have no fear in my mind. I ask each one of you to take the baton of life, emulate it, and let the tradition of wisdom continue. The evening star will come out, and when my voyage is done, and the plaintive notes of the twilight melodies be struck up from the king's gate. Make an announcement also that contrary to lunch being served later, lunch will be served at 1 o'clock at the Dravida Hall on the same road as you go through past the informal settlement. There's a hall on the left-hand side. Okay. There's safe parking in that hall area, so do not fear. At 1 o'clock, we expect as we are still here on this particular world of ours, Vishnu Lord we call it, let us ask God, who is the giver of life, ask Him to remove pains and sorrows. He is also the bestower of happiness and His creator of the entire cosmos. Lord, you are the most luminous, pure and adorable. We meditate on you. May you inspire and guide us. Guide our intellect in the right direction. We have heard so many words of wisdom from the children and grandchildren. Wherein there was much of pain for the passing on of our loved one. We do not want pain to engulf you before you reach Godhead. And therefore we recite the Gayatri Mantra, which asks God to give us happiness, to take away pain and sorrow, to lead us in the right direction, to give our intellect the right path in life. But as much as we give our intellect the right path in life, we've got to do something. We've got to do the right things to achieve righteousness. And the Gayatri Mantra in these 4 verses says a lot. And listen to the Gayatri Mantra, research Gayatri Mantra, and you will be able to fulfill life's needs and desires. I'm going to look at the Bhagavad Gita, wherein the conversation between Krishna and Arjuna, chapter 2, verse number 18 to 27, which very aptly states the aspect of the soul, the matter, life and death, and who is our Bhagwan, who is our Lord. Whilst I am paging through that, I just want to indicate to you that around about 12:15, we shall move this casket into the antechamber. Whilst about 12:15, I'll ask immediate members of the family to assemble around the casket, and you may pluck some flowers from the beautiful bouquets around and offer your last respects to our dear beloved one. Irrespective that I'm still continuing with my slokas, you may do it in a very dignified, silent manner. I know there is lots of relatives. Please, let's do it with honor. Let's do it in a proper manner with lots of dignity and professionalism. So, chapter 2, verse number 18 reads thus. Om Tamadideva Purusha Puranasya Tamaisya Vishwaja Param Nidatam Vedasi Vidyam Cha Param Charanam Tadeva Tatam Vishwam Antarupa. Meaning, Almighty God, who has been with us since creation, who is the supreme treasure of this vast universe. You are the knower, the knowledge, and a final resting place for all beings. You are the infinite presence in whom all things are. You pervade the entire universe, Lord. We seek courage, fortitude, and shelter in you. Om Vasansi Janmani Yatha Vihaya Navani Grinati Naropadarani Tata Sharinani Vihaya Chitanyanyani Sanyati Navani Dehi. Just as a person discards an old garment and puts on one that is new, so too the soul left the body on the 28th of November and took on a new one, or is still in this progressive state to take on a new one. The soul does not die, the soul does not perish with the body. O Lord, may we take courage from this truth. Om Gayata Vigraha Bhagarachan Nayam Dotva Varitavana Bhuya Ajo Nitya Sasvoyam Purana Haryate Hanya Mahaneshriya. Never is a soul born, never does it die, unborn and eternal, beyond times gone by, are yet to come. The soul does not die when the body dies. We understand this truth. Om Inam Chandati Shastrani Inam Dadati Pavakaha Nachainam Kadanamako Nasasyati Mahadraha. This soul, no weapons wound, no fire burns, waters cannot wet it, and winds cannot dry it. O God, May we find comfort in these truths. Om Jata Sahiduvo Vitradrupam Janmanitta Sachaha Taspadya Adipatipe Narfam Sojitu Maharasi. All things born must certainly die, and out of death must come new life. Knowing this, we must desist from sorrow, but celebrate life after one that passed on. May we have the strength to do so, Almighty God. Om Avyakta Nibhutani Vyakta Mahadani Bharataha Avyakta Nidhanyeva Tatra Kapani Devana. All things are visible, invisible before birth. They are invisible again after death. We see only the mortal being in the existing span, like we see all of us here. Oh God, grant us the wisdom to accept this truth. Brahma is the creator. Vishnu is the sustainer. And Maheshwara is the dissolver. Our dear loved one is in the era of Maheshwara. We are in the era of Vishnu. Just as there are some Christian people, in the tombstone you have got, here lies Mr. and Mrs. So and so. And you got 2 days with a dash in the center. The date, first date is birth, the second date is death. And I ask of you, that dash, what have you done in that dash? And every religion says to us, be good and do good during that dash. Om Yahatmana Baladaya Sharishwapasate Rashisham Yasya Deva Yasya Chaya Amritam Yasya Vridayu Asmai Deva Avishavidema. In this hour of need, God, who alone can give us physical vigor and spiritual strength, all principle divinity, whose grace is immortality, whose praises sung by all enlightened persons, we offer humble prayer and entreat you, Lord, to listen our sorrow. Om Suryam Chakshudha Chatugata Atma Dayancha Gacha Vidivimcha Dharmancha Ahoga Gachayati Tadrate Damo Nistu Gatischa Sharire. Meaning, O Supreme Lord, may all the components of this body emerge into the 5 elements. You know what's the 5 elements? Earth, water, fire, and heat. May all the aspects of this body be absorbed in the 5 elements, and may the soul, according to the noble deeds performed here on earth, dwell in a body with such merit. I would ask immediate members of the family to gather around the casket with your roses, and when we begin the Shanti part, I want you to place this in the casket. You may fire through now. Om Varivanilam Amritam Antam Asmatam Shariram Om Krato Smara Kratam Smara Krato Smara Kratam Smara Om Eka Deva Shurjanam Vidyakum Deva Sharirena Samam Nasham Sarvanayati Gachati. Almighty God, all material things perish the death of this body. It is only one's good deeds, dharma, that remains of the soul after death. May this dharma never be allowed to perish. Om Asato Masatgamaya Tamasto Majantargamaya Nityamanitam Gamaya. Oh Supreme Spirit, lead us from darkness to light, from death to immortal bliss. Let us bless the soul. Let us ask Paramatma to ensure that the soul goes peacefully to its destination. This body, whilst it's here, will be subjected to the 5 elements after the 5 rituals are done in the antechamber. And we also ask Paramatma to bless this family, give them the solace and fortune to overcome this loss of religion. So if you all can rise and repeat after me. O Supreme Lord, O Supreme Lord, may all the components of this body be merged into the 5 elements. May its vision be absorbed in the sun, its breath into the atmosphere, and its other senses into the appropriate elements. May the soul adopt the noble deeds performed here on earth, dwell in a body worthy of such merit. O God, who is self-luminous, who dispenses justice even-handedly, and who rewards everyone justly, may the soul of this body find peace in every direction. O omniscient and all-illuminating Lord, the Creator, Sustainer, and Dissolver of this cosmos, may the soul be given a worthy abode. While you are standing, I would like to engage you in the Shanti part, asking this particular body to go into its rightful place and asking Paramatma to offer all the grace, the knowledge, and take away sorrow and grief from the very family. Om Yo Shanti Antarikshavam Shanti Vijay Shanti Aha Shanti Ushadaya Shanti Vanaspataya Shanti Vishwadeva Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvam Shanti Shanti Reva Shanti Sama Shanti Devi Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Foreigners, take your place. Immediate family members, wives casket will be taken to the antechamber. You can follow through. Others, we need to leave this hall by 1:45. and assemble at the Dravida Hall at 1 o'clock for lunch, while the Prime Minister is completing a PhD ceremony here and await the ashes. We wish you well, drive home safely or to the destination safely, and the family of extended. A very big thank you to all of you for attending today and to having this dignified professional function to ensure that we give a good send-off to our dear Ramnarain Dayaram. Namaste and thank you. This is Pandit Anil Singh signing off. I ask Dharam Bhai to continue the Shanti Karam mantras and chants. Dharma will come over and give us some Shanti Karam mantras whilst you are still here, and we shall very shortly take this chapter into the next chapter. And thank you once again.
when I asked to leave near the wall, was able to set up